and we're still chasing this instant gratification of like, oh, if we just get the numbers right, we'll be happy. But what's going to make us happy is knowing our place as a species in the world and inhabiting it in such a way that we in the world are made better by it. And we're
Yeah.
not doing that. Christ, no. I think that's pretty clear. Like, I don't care what you think about modern culture. Like, we are not taking care of things in a way that is ensuring their flourishing. I mean, even in the Bible, it says, Adam and Eve are set as stewards. They're meant to be caring for Eden or the world or whatever. We're not caring for it. We're making ourselves comfortable. Well, it seems to get worse and worse, you know. Our bubble's getting smaller and smaller. Hmm,
But you
man.
don't think, I mean, are you saying that the ideal is to literally return to like tribal society and things or something? Or some
Well,
kind of small village existence or something?
that is interesting because, like, obviously, I am kind of saying that. Like, I understand, meaning I understand why you're asking that because that is the direction that I'm sort of pointing to. But it's
Mm,
also like I would agree that that's not ideal.
mm,
We don't want to, nor are we going to be able to just return to
mm.
a simple thing in that way. But I think there's there's a thing that there's a value system maybe or a story that we tell ourselves about what it means to be a human being that people who live in a village, people who, do that this sort of idealized way that we're talking about, there's a story that they tell themselves about what it means to be human that we do not tell ourselves.
Mm,
And there's a story that we tell ourselves about what it means to be human, that we're capable, that we
mm,
can manufacture homes, we can have air conditioning units that keep us cool when it's hot, we can have a refrigerator that keeps our food fresh, we can have pasteurized milk that isn't going to get us sick. We can have all these medications that vaccines that eradicate smallpox and measles and polio, and have healthier children and a healthier thing. And
mhm.
like neither of those stories are bad, and we shouldn't set them up against each other. But neither of those stories are complete,
Mm,
and we should
yeah.
be striving for one that manages to tell them both tell one story that tells us both these things about being human. Um,
Yeah.
and I think I focus overly in my the thing I'm saying right now, I focus overly on this village thing because that's what I feel is missing.
Mm,
But it is a danger, right? So like say you want to go from here to here and you start doing this. If this is a group of people, they're trying to go from A to B and they start veering this way, and I'm in that group and I notice the problem, I'm going to be like, hey, you need to turn right, you need to turn right, you need to turn right. But if I forget that this is where I'm aiming and I think right is where I'm aiming, eventually I'm going to
mm,
do that. And I'm
yeah.
just going to go right and I'm going to miss a thing. So like you definitely don't want to overcorrect, and you have to kind of keep in mind what the ultimate goal is, which is dangerously approaching objectivity in the black and white sense, but isn't because it doesn't denigrate the subjective, I think, if you do it well.
Yeah.